Welcome back, Barbarians. If you've been following this series for a while, you know that I created this project in the first place to explore in-game advertising. And so finally, after so many episodes, let's do it. I've got in-game advertising. Let's take a look. We'll go to the store. In a previous episode, I talked about how we set up the in-app purchasing so you can purchase some time crystals, but also I've created the new ad button where we can watch an ad to earn crystals. Here we go. This is where the ad goes. And when we're back, we've earned our 3 crystals. Let's see how that is set up. Okay, the first thing you want to do is turn on ads in your services. If you followed the in-app purchasing video, you know where to get this menu. And now that you've got it, we can simply turn on ads and update your package if you're not. Down here, you'll find game IDs. These are your 2 game IDs for Android and iOS that were created for you in the Unity dashboard. If those are not pre-filled in for you, you can go to the dashboard right here and you can find them right here if you hit monetization and add units. I think we'll see it. Add units. There we go. We'll need this page here in a second. This is your iOS ID and this is your Android ID. For the code, we're going to start here and we are going to be following this link right here. I'll try to remember to throw it down in the description for you. We do all this. We install the package, which we've already done, and we'll need to go on to initializing the ad SDK. So this is how we initialize. The key is this element right there, and we'll see that there's failure and success callbacks on those. So we're going to need a Unity Ads initialization listener. So what have I done in my version? Let me take it to here. I have added the ads services directly to my existing purchase manager that we created for in-app purchases. I decided that we can just have one manager for all that. You can separate them into separate objects if you want, but I'm just going to pull that in. And so we take the sample code, which is to call Initialize Ads, and we'll need those 2 callbacks for that, and paste those into your existing script. We'll see that I have that. How did I do the initialization? I already have an initialize function, and so I added the initialize ads call there. And we'll see that that looks very similar to what they have on the sample. This one definitely tripped me up for a minute. What is the iOS game ID and the Android game ID? The documentation doesn't really tell you what ID they're talking about, just that it's a string. That is where these numbers come in. This number, that is that string. So there's a little copy button right there. You can just grab that and then you paste that in as your IDs. And you see that I've got them here as strings. Now that we've initialized the next step, implementing basic ads, I'm going to skip straight to implementing rewarded ads. What I'm doing here is you can have a reward for watching the ad. So you watch the ad, you get 3 crystals, time crystals. So this is what I'm doing. We'll need a Unity Ads load listener and a show listener. And the main features here are, here's how you load an ad, and there's a callback that this was successful. And this is how you show an ad, and this is the callback for that. And then there's also failure callbacks for those as well. And these 2 unused scripts that you do need because the interface requires them. And I have integrated those in my same purchase manager. You see I've got those 2 interfaces here. Let's take it to the initialization process. Initialize ads. What does it do? First off, we figure out which platform you're on and set the ID and call initialize. And then when that completes, this callback is called, and we'll call then load ad. So load ad, I just immediately, once we're initialized, I'm going to go ahead and call load ad. What is that? That is a call to advertisement load. And I'm going to load this add unit ID. What is add unit ID? That is going to be either of these two strings depending on which platform you're on. Now, where did I get these strings from? What's this magic string sitting in the code? That is on the dashboard. We're going to go to the Unity dashboard here to your monetization, add units. We go to the add units under monetization, and these are all the different IDs for the different types of ad you can do. So if I want a rewarded ad on iOS, I will use this code. This is a rewarded ad on Android, so that is that code. And for now, that's all I'm going to be using. As soon as the ad is successfully loaded and ready to play, this will be called, and I will set ad is loaded to true. The concept here that happens is that once you call load ad, Unity loads that in the background. There's, it's going to have to stream that down over the internet, and that takes some time. So, like if the user is disconnected from the internet right now, they won't be able to load an ad, and that won't come down. So we need to know whether or not an ad is available. So this is how we'll do that. I just set ad is loaded, and let's see, take a look at how I'm using that. Right here, I made a public function is ad ready. Let's look at the buy crystals options, and we'll see there's this one to watch an ad. There's this one to watch an ad. This one needs to be disabled if ads are not currently available. And so I have on here a script for that, which I will say, if there's an ad ready, then we're going to enable the button. If there's no ad ready, we disable that button and set it to the gray version to gray that out. If the user goes there and for some reason ads are not loaded yet, they'll see the gray image. They can't click on it. Once the ad is loaded, that'll be ready. So when the user clicks it, let's see, what do we do? What is going to happen? We're going to go to the on play ad in the buy crystals script. So here's on play ad. We're going to call show ad. And show ad just calls advertisement.show, and there's a callback for that. So the callback, if it is successful, it's possible, right? If the completion state is interrupted, user can interrupt. If it's interrupted, we're not going to grant the reward. If it's completed, we will grant the reward and load another ad. You know what? We should probably load another ad, completed or not. What do you think about that? I think that's a good idea. Let's fix that right now. There you go. So let's load another ad, whether they interrupted it or completed it. If they interrupted it, maybe they don't like that ad. They want some other ad next time. Okay. Let me show you then how it works on the phone. Here we are in the build. I have made a build. I've uploaded that to the Google Play Store, downloaded it onto my phone. This is all the way through what your testers, your internal testers now will experience this exact build. Let's see what we've got here. Let's go to the store, and I'm going to click the crystals button. And here we have the new add button, and it is green, meaning an ad is ready and loaded. So I'm going to hit that, and we get a test ad from Unity. You can see that this is, still in test mode, so we're getting a Unity ads thing, and it's offering us to install this great new game called Test Game Android. And then there's a timer, and when the timer has run out, we can punt out, and we've got our 3 crystals. Okay, so that's ads in-game integrated rockin'. Hopefully that opens the door for you as well to get out there and put some ads in your game and start making some passive income from all your hard work. With that, Time Barbarian is getting pretty close to launch. If anyone out there is interested in becoming a tester and joining the internal test team for Time Barbarian Extreme, let me know and I'll shoot you an invite. You can help me debug this thing. We're getting pretty close. There's a few other places I want to add some ads. I want to add more levels and a lot more content. And then I think we're ready to go public with this thing. So until next time, I'll see you on the DevVlog.